K97.5, real hip hop and R&B. Mir.I.am on the check-in. Well, we like to introduce y'all to some of the hottest upcoming artists in the whole Carolinas, and we got one. Not just the Carolinas, and on this particular show, this is one of the dopest artists in the world. Craig, who I got in the building with me?
Jooselord.
Okay, we got Jooselord in the building with us, man. We got a lot to discuss, but first, where you from?
I'm from Durham, North Carolina, from the city.
Bull City. Yes. What's your favorite thing about Durham?
I think my favorite thing about Durham is like the culture, just like it's so many different kinds of people, there's so many different places you could be, and everything is in its own pocket. You just gotta know where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you've been really one of the artists to watch coming out of Durham and the Bull City for like the last 5 to 6 years. So, tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming an artist.
Well, I never really wanted to like dabble into music. It wasn't my thing. I was like a worker bee. I was like, I just want to work a job. I just want to get my paycheck, and I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
But my mom really encouraged me a lot to follow my dreams, and I didn't even know that making music was a dream until I tried it, and I was like, I think I could do this forever. I really like this.
So your mom was instrumental in you rapping.
100%. 100%.
Which is like very rare. You don't normally see mothers like, you know what? You should be a rapper.
You should stop everything you're doing. Just don't make money anymore.
Leave your 6-figure job and rap. Like
that's facts though. That's what it was. Though.
That has to be like a certain level of true belief. Because any other time people be like, yo, you're delusional. Delusional.
Why do it?
Why would you encourage your son to do that? To do something that's guaranteed and certain versus not. But she sees it, and now everybody else sees it. So the thing about you is that a lot of people talk about your stage performance and how incredible you are. And once you see Jooselord, you will not forget it. I mean, he might show up in your dreams, your nightmares, daydreams, other type of dreams. I don't know, depending on who you are. But tell us a little bit about where that comes from. So give us a little bit, of history in your background as a performer and a dance. I hear you used to dance. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, I used to dance. When I was in college. I was a dancer. So you think you could dance? America's Best Dance Crew, like that kind of stuff. Like straight up, like giving it all I got. You know what I mean?
I almost started doing the robot, but you cut it off too soon, so you caught me up.
Well, yeah, I think that's where my stage presence come from, because every time I danced, I was nervous beforehand, because you don't know if you're gonna forget moves. You don't know, but I was never nervous when I went out there and freestyle. Like when I was just putting my own moves together, it just always felt natural. And when I rap, it feel like I'm always putting my own moves together. Like it's already set. I don't gotta think about the words. I just gotta give it my all.
Now I've seen you perform since pretty much the beginning, and it's just like every year you get better, and almost like it's more. I'm seeing you incorporate more of like, your musicality as it relates to dancing versus like the first few performances. It's always been lit, but like you can tell that you have a dancer background just based on the musicality, like the way you move with some of the beats on your music and stuff like that.
And stuff,
the way that you break it down. So that's really dope. So if you guys get a chance, be sure to see a Jooselord show. So you got the new single out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I see everybody everywhere. Every time they hear it, they cannot forget it. Somebody was in a rage room playing it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
So tell us about the single, and the whole process behind making it. Where did it come from?
Well, I wrote that song very intentionally because the songs that I have now, a lot of them just like strictly apply to me and my friends, and like we have a ball, like we like to go crazy to these songs, and I'm like, what if I made a song that just applied to everybody? Like, what if I made a song that I meant every single word, and every single word applied to me, but it was just like everybody could feel the love from this song, and everybody could love their people with this song, and I just put those two things together, and I came up with Oh Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I feel like it has anthemic qualities. Like I can see stadiums rocking out to it.
anthemic.
You
That's a new
know,
word. It's a new word for me. I'm putting
athletes
that.
in the locker rooms, and it's such a universal because a squad is anything. You know what I'm saying? It could be the mother's board at church. It could
That's
be
your
it could be
squad.
your
Hey, look.
kids. You know, it could be your sorority or fraternity. It could be your friends, your family. Like it's just a universal thing, and it's gonna be really cool to see because I know it's gonna go viral on TikTok. So it's gonna be cool to see how people apply the song to their different
Think
squads.
it's gonna be one of the biggest songs in the world, if not the biggest song in the world, real soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So you recently became a father.
I did. I
What's your
did.
son's name and how
My
old is he?
son's name is Onyx, and he is 2 years old. He is me, but without the fear of death. You just
Is he moshing and diving off the couches and everything yet?
that and more.
Oh
Like he got
wow.
diving off couches, jumping into people.
And he hasn't seen you perform yet, has
Not
he?
yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. Not
Oh
yet.
goodness.
I might have to wait till he four for that because I don't need him picking up nothing,
Yeah.
spinning around and jumping off
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Climbing to the. It's gonna happen eventually, but
It definitely will. It's in his blood. So Onyx, that's a cute name for a kid.
thank you.
But what's the significance of that?
Onyx is the protector stone. It's also my favorite rap group ever. Onyx. I think that they revolutionized hip hop altogether.
A lot of people don't really pay homage or cite Onyx when they're going over their list of favorites. What was it about them that you connected with?
It's the fact that in a time where everybody in rap was like cool and wearing colors and like big hats and shiny boots,
Yeah.
and they was like, nah, all black, bald head and chaos. Like that's it. That's we just straight to the point. Like it didn't exist. You know what I mean? Like rap was still a very like gaudy, and they wasn't about chains and watches and whatnot. It wasn't about being gaudy. It was about the feeling. Like I just gotta get this off my chest.
Yeah. I
Like
like that.
X.
And a lot of people say that your energy reminds them of people like DMX and Busta Rhymes, who I read are also some of your influences. And Busta Rhymes is another one. He's a genius. And I remember having a conversation with you. You were kind of discussing like how strong he is and on all levels, but he doesn't. People don't mention his name enough.
I never mentioned his name, man. And he, to me, he's the number one rapper to ever rap. I think he's the greatest to ever do it. I think he's the greatest alive. And I think that he needs a lot more flowers because so many of these different music video concepts, so many of these different cadences, like all those came from Busta Rhymes. Like he's the
Yeah.
most consistent rapper to ever rap.
Yeah. And versatile. Like
And he's
he's gonna
versatile.
deliver, different on every track, but it's gonna be memorable. And it's like, all right, when does Busta's verse come? And it's like it was a dope song already, and then he just take it over
To the next level
To the
because
next
that's
level.
what he is. That's what you want. His voice is perfect. His cadence, his live shows, his music. Like there's nothing you can say. Well, he a little bit like he got it
Yeah.
all. Like
Yeah.
but nobody ever say his name. He never in people top 5. But that's my number one.
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. Now, when it comes to your live shows, we're gonna circle back just a little bit, and you had mentioned Chaos. Your nickname is the Moshpit Messiah. Now, where did that come from, and what does it mean?
One of the pirates. I don't have fans. One of the pirates. I was in Boone. I always get Boone to Asheville. I was in Boone, and he came up to me and he was like, "Yo, man, like, you like heal people. Like it's crazy, but like we all feel better. It just feel good." And he was like, "You like the Messiah of Moshpits?" And I was like, "Moshpit Messiah. I like that." You know what I'm saying? So I put it in my Instagram bio, and I made it the name of my next project.
Yeah, I absolutely love that, and it's pretty accurate. Like, one of the things that I love about you and your artistry, and just as a person, it's not one dimensional. You're not worried about being hyper masculine or anything like that, or just putting on or being any type of stereotypical role that a rapper would have. You know what I'm saying? Your music is not misogynistic at all. You talk about black shit, like pro black shit, like, you know, you're even, people even say you're conscious because of the content that you present. But if you see a live show, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of, you know, people, it's a lot of moving around. It's a lot of just, you just have to see it and experience it. And so, do you feel like people misunderstand you?
I often do. I feel like people who've only ever seen me live and like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see them live again, but they don't listen. I feel like they often miss the message, or you know, I mean, I got a lot to say. I got a lot that I want to put out in the world, and I feel like, you know, the only way how when I'm gone, I will live longer than my body. The only way that will happen is if I put out things that actually feed the world. So like, yeah, like I deliver in a chaotic way, but that's because I say things how I mean them. But everything I say, every single hook, every single bar, everything I write down, it's like a real feeling that I got. It's real ideas, and I do think that they are worth more than just the chaos.
Absolutely. I think that people, no matter what your background is, race, age, people connect to emotion. And I feel like you deliver such a real and authentic emotion that people just automatically connect and tap in with it. They might not know exactly what it is, but they feel it. And so, you know, like I said, make sure that y'all go see a Jooselord show. Now, you're originally from Harlem.
I am.
And you moved here with a middle school?
Yep.
And you used to battle rap?
Yeah, I did.
A little
used to
bit?
battle rap. Yeah, I did used to battle rap.
What was that experience like?
I hated it. I never.
You gotta be special.
I never lost.
Built from a different cloth
just
to
to
battle
continue
rap.
to do that all the time, like no,
Yeah.
no, like that's cool. And you know, being good at something and liking it is two different things. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
Like I like being on stage and bringing people together. I don't like tearing somebody apart. I don't like the mindset that I gotta be in. I don't like putting my art up against somebody else's. I just don't like the feeling of that. I like watching it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool,
Right.
and I definitely loved winning because winning never feels bad. But
Right.
like,
Oh, shucks, I won. Damn it.
but no, like, nah, it's not my cup of tea.
And I get that because you know, just being around you and your energy, you don't really like putting negative energy and things out, you know what I'm saying, into the atmosphere. And you got to dig deep to really be in battle rappers, especially when they say there are no rules. Like
somebody you don't necessarily have an actual problem with, and now you talking about their deceased grandma all crazy. Like this like it's just battle rap a whole different game. So it's like I don't necessarily like. I love the art of it, but it's not my version. It's not the way I want to put my art out.
It's not your cup of tea for yourself. Mm-hmm. Totally understandable. So Jooselord, when you are not in the studio and you're not, you know, making music, what do you like to do?
Play Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I like to play
Fortnite. Y'all hear that, Epic Games? He likes to play Fortnite. Didn't you go to the Fortnite tournament recently? What'd you think about that?
I did. That was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed myself, and it was crazy because it was like so many like people who didn't know a lot about the game, and I'm like, well, actually, this is happening because of this, and this, and they looking at me like this big 225-pound dude, and they like, you know, I'm dressed like I'm from the trenches because I am, but you know, I like.
He's
Fortnite
just like
too.
he pretty much is now.
Yeah, I like Fortnite too. You know.
Yeah, that's funny. You weigh 225 pounds.
I weigh 225 pounds.
Wow.
It don't look like that because
it definitely don't look like that.
It's the kind of weight you get when you go to the gym.
So it's that good weight. So we got Jooselord in the building with us. So Jooselord, the 2022 just wrapped up. What can we expect from you in 2023? Now, before you answer that question, congratulations, because you were just in the competition at It's Your Time conference. And out of like 200 people, you walked away first place. You got a perfect score. You walked away with 10K. So before you tell us about, your plans for world domination in 2023, what was the experience like? DJ Envy was one of the judges, Benny Pugh, a lot of A&Rs in radio stations in the room. So what was that experience like for you?
It was my first time ever in life I could say I really like bet on myself. Like I put my name in a pot. I never, when it came to music, I never put my name in any pots. I just waited for somebody else to put my name in, and then I was like, okay, well, they recognize me, so they know what I'm doing. So now I could go hard. Like I wasn't used to walking in rooms where nobody cared who I was, nobody cared. Like I was the same as everybody else. I didn't have some sort of status because of some like pre-thought out. Like I've seen this guy before, so he could win. So
Right.
it was like I went in there butt naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went in there with nothing.
Whole assed out.
Yeah, there it is. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, like I'm gonna bet it all. You feel me? I'm gonna give everything I got. And I don't really I don't really like competitions. Like I don't like it was so much beautiful art. It was so many like amazing artists.
Yeah.
And the fact that it could only be one winner, that doesn't make me happy. The fact that I was the winner does.
Yes.
But it's like art is such a beautiful thing, and the fact that I got the best part wasn't even winning. It was the fact that I was recognized for like bearing my soul. Like I didn't have to pretend to be somebody else like they tell you in this industry. I didn't have to change who I was. I didn't have to talk about what people talking about. Like I made a song about how much I love my friends, and then I went out there and I did it. And I mean, usually you would think a song like that sound like Barney, but this sound like somebody getting hit with a steel chair. Like this is just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and it worked out. You feel me?
Yeah, it worked out. I was there, and you really put the time in because it was a 3-day audition process, auditions, semifinals, and then the finals. Like I said, 200 people in a city that's not your own. It wasn't Raleigh or Durham or Chapel Hill where you're pretty much the guy. You went to a whole new city in Charlotte, and by the encore performance, 700 people screaming, "I love my squad!" Like, how does it feel to have a song that instantly connects with people?
It feels. I mean, it feels heaven sent. You know what I mean? Like I can't take credit for my ideas. You know what I mean? Like your ideas just come to you from the universe. I gotta credit God for that. That's 100%. I gotta give it. That's where I gotta get a glory to. So like coming up with the song, I take no credit for that. I take credit for the hard work that I do in order to give everything I got every performance, going to the gym to make sure my breath is right and working out the way I do and repeatedly playing the song over and over again so that people know it and whatnot. That's the only thing I take credit for. But having the song, I thank God for that.
Yeah, I love that. Now, 2023, what can we expect from the Moshpit Messiah?
I'm gonna make the world march in 2023. If I were to give you like by this time I'm gonna be here. To be honest, I'm going so hard and giving so much of myself and working till I got no meat on my fingers. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving everything I got, so there's no telling where I'm gonna be at the end of 2023. You know what I mean? I could tell you I'll be at Afropunk, but who knows? I could be at Coachella. As long as I'm giving it all I got, I know what I got could take over the world, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect with 1 million souls.
And you're definitely ready for it. Now, from a project standpoint, what can we expect for you to drop?
Oh yeah, so I'm going to drop the music video to Oh Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
bringing out all the cities. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be binoculars. It's gonna be redonkulous. However you want to flip and switch up the words.
All the words.
It's going to be a calamity. This is going to be one of the biggest things to ever come out and hit the city. I plan on people talking about just the shooting of the music video for years to come. Not even the product.
I'm excited. Can people be a part of it or
And listen, if I ever touched your soul in any way, if you ever had any good words, if you ever peered me, if you never been to a show and you want to come to a show, anything, and if you ever supported Jooselord in any way, you got to invite and bring your friends. They got to invite.
Bring your
Bring your
squad.
grandma. Bring your kids. We turn up. I'm giving shots to kids. No, I'm not giving no shots to no kids.
We need
But
like some Hawaiian punch shots or something. Little juicy
I'm,
juice.
I'm gonna have seltzers for the kids. We getting lit. It's crazy.
I love that. Now, this is the last part of the interview. I always like to ask the artists that I interview to manifest. This is the manifest moment of the interview. So we're speaking these things as if they're already done. So what stages are you manifesting for yourself? What platforms, what awards, what opportunities, what businesses are you manifesting for yourself that you want to come?
Jooselord will definitely be EGOT without a doubt. So the first thing is Jooselord is gonna go EGOT.
Yes.
Joining the EGOT gang.
Come on, EGOT gang.
I'm gonna play all the biggest festivals in the world. All the biggest festivals, and then I'm gonna own one of the biggest festivals in the world.
Do we want to drop the name?
Oh, it's gonna be called Pirate Palooza Fest.
Yes, sir.
Gonna be the craziest. Hey, listen.
We calling all the pirates.
The most turned up festival ever. Before it's said and done, they will be saying the name Jooselord like they say the name Prince and Michael Jackson and any other innumerable unbelievable greats. I'm not stopping until I'm one of the greatest of all time.
Any businesses that you want to manifest that you would like to get into?
Oh, Crossbones is gonna be one.
So what is Crossbones?
Oh, Crossbones is my collective. It's gonna be one of the biggest and most successful record labels to ever exist. I got so many businesses. My mama has books, and my mama's books are gonna be all around the world because she makes children's books. So
really,
yeah, my mama does children's books.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's so many businesses. I'm definitely gonna be a lucrative businessman as well.
Okay. I love it. And one thing I love about you that a lot of people don't know is just how involved you are creatively with your process, down to designing the artwork, coming up with the concepts for beats, directing your videos and things like that. So, that EGOT status is definitely something that I can foresee in the very near future. Yes, sir. So tell everybody where they can follow you, download your music, stream, all the things.
You can follow me at JOOSELORD. I'm the only one. You could Google it. That's me, JOOSELORD. My website is JOOSELORD.WTF. Wait a minute. Yeah.
And it really is Jooselord.WTF, because you see him and be like, what the and yeah, if you type that in, it absolutely will come up. This is the most hilarious and appropriate thing ever. I didn't even know they had those. I feel like it was made perfectly for you.
Branding is everything.
Branding is everything. So this is, our first interview of many. We're going to do like an interview a month. This was just the introductory, interview so that y'all can kind of get to know a little bit more about Jooselord, the background and the backstory. And then, these next few ones, we're going to go even deeper and deeper. So make sure that if y'all have questions, you can tag us at Carolina Waves, at K97.5, at Mir's Empire. Jooselord, we appreciate you stopping through.
Thank you. This is going to be like behind the music while it's happening.
Exactly. In front of the music, behind. Now, you got to do one of your laughs. Oh, gosh.